So today we're going to learn about Shop the Roe, why it's so amazing, and how to use it and some tricks and things like that. If you are already using Shop the Roe and you have some input, something that I left out or didn't mention, feel free to chime in, and then feel free to ask questions too in the chat window, and I'll flip back and forth here and there so that we can try to answer all of the questions. Okay. I just figured out what the echo is. Give me 1 second. Okay, my recording software is not working on my other computer, but I didn't know how to make myself the host on a second computer without closing the whole thing. So, okay, so we're going to get started. Let's see. Share screen. Oh, no, right here. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so this is what the Shop the Roe platform looks like when you log in. And when you're first using Shop the Roe for the first time, you're going to come to inventory. And this is where you're going to track all of your inventory that you have by style and by size, but also by photo. So every piece actually has its own listing, which is unlike Bless. Although it looks like they're setting up the new Bless to have this future functionality. But right now, the only way you can do this is Shop the Roe or a similar platform. But Shop the Roe has so many advantages in the way that it works over some of the other platforms. And disclaimer, it's the only one I've used, but I love it. It's $9.99 a month. I honestly, you guys, I would pay like $100 a month for what Shop the Roe does for me. It saves me a stupid amount of time every month. Okay, so when you're brand new to Shop the Roe, you're going to come over here into inventory. And when you're uploading new inventory, you're just going to click on Add Inventory. Then you'll see there's a drop down here for items, and you can choose the style first. So obviously, for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. You've got all your different styles in here. You can use holiday for any capsule releases. Let's see. There's all the different legging sizes. And then there's also this one called duplicates, which I use occasionally to upload duplicates, like if I'm going to do a Shop the Roe party on a wholesale board to try and get rid of some of my duplicates or some of my older pieces. But so let's say we're going to add an Amelia. So you choose the item style. Then you come in here and you select the size. And as you can see, there's all different kinds of sizes. Again, you can use this duplicate, so you can tag it as an Amelia duplicate if you want. And then for leggings, there's tall and curvy, TC prints, TC solids, and all the different sizes. And then here's the sizing for the kids' clothes. And then these would be for mommy and me sets. So one thing that I make sure that I'm doing when I'm uploading my leggings is I do use this TC prints and TC solids to differentiate between my prints and my solids. That way when I'm loading into a sale, like say it's my own album sale, at least all of my prints load first, followed by all the solids, and they're grouped together, which makes it easier for your customers to shop. But also when you're doing multi-consultant sales, a lot of times they'll have different folders for prints and solids. So this gives you the option to differentiate there. So let's say we're going to upload a small Amelia. Let's see. And then it's got the wholesale price in here. This is minus the 5% discount. And then this is the retail price, which it always loads in MAP pricing. You can use this box here to put a description if you'd like. I always just leave it blank because honestly, it's just time consuming to fill that out. Upload a new image, so you'll select your file. So I use a series of folders ready for pick frame, which is what I use to make my collages, ready for Shop the Roe, and then upload it to Shop the Roe. So I would go into my ready for Shop the Roe and find pictures, which I don't have anything new to upload right now. But we can pretend here, and let's go ahead and upload a small Amelia. Now let's say I accidentally upload a medium one, and then you notice once your photo shows up right here. You can still go up here and change the size and change the style before you hit submit. Now, if you have 2 of this specific Amelia, you can enter in 2 right here. I don't know. I don't usually enter my duplicates. I usually just stick them in a bin and try to swap them. But you can use it that way if you want. Another thing, when I first started using Shop the Roe, I didn't realize that I thought you had to upload every single item individually. And I did that for about 2 hours and I got through like 150 items, and then I was like, there has to be a better way. And then I realized you can actually upload multiple. So let's say I'm uploading medium Amelias. You can actually go in here and upload all of the medium Amelias that are new or that you don't already have in your inventory in Shop the Roe. So you can select multiple files and hit open, and it will process all of the images and they will all show up right here. And then the only thing is you can only have one, a quantity of 1 of each of these. You can't say, oh, I have 2 of this and 3 of this. You have to have 1 photo for every single one. Once you're done, you hit submit, or if you're still uploading more inventory, you'll hit submit and add another, and it'll just repopulate this screen right here, and it will be blank. And you'll just start right over. Okay. It's weird because I can see myself still when I'm doing that, so I just wanted to click over and check and make sure that you guys didn't have questions and that you could see my screen. Okay. Back to here. Okay. So once you, why did it go over there? There we go. You guys, I'm a little technologically challenged if you haven't figured that out. Okay, so once you submit and you continue adding all of your inventory on this page right here, then everything is going to show up on your inventory page. So right now, all of my inventory for the most part is listed because it's listed in multi-consultant sales right now. But when you don't have a listing, everything will show up right here. So you can kind of see how right here I have tall and curvy leggings. I quit listing my solid leggings because I was tired of having people return them. But they're right here. So if you have multiple things right here, it'll show. I'm just going to go ahead and upload a TC print so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to come in here, tall and curvy leggings, TC prints. Ooh, I missed it. Oh my gosh, my computer. Okay, so you wait for it to upload. If you hit submit too soon, it won't do anything and it'll just tell you there was an error. So once you submit, then it shows up over here. So now you can see I have 1 listed under TC prints, I have 32 listed under TC solids, and I have 33 total tall and curvy leggings. So once all of your inventory is in here, you'll have all these blue boxes in every single row wherever you have inventory. And you can see over here, right now I have 13 Adelines listed for sale and they're listed somewhere. Another good thing is, see this sold over here? This will show you how many, like I've sold 10 Adelines since I started using Shop the Roe. Now, I do use Shop the Roe to sell my items wholesale sometimes too. So these numbers are not going to be perfectly accurate because it'll show anything that you've called sold through Shop the Roe. Okay, so putting that back over there. Okay, so now once you have all of your inventory in here, which I'm going to go ahead and delete this item since I don't actually have another pair of these. I don't want to forget later because I'm really good at that. Okay, now once you're going to list your items into a sale, there are so many different ways you can do it. One thing that you can do is you can click on all under one category, under one style, or you can do, like if I just wanted to, if I had OS prints and TC prints, I could click on just OS prints and it would pull up only those. I usually, obviously I only have one here right now, but I usually like to go ahead and click show all so I can see everything that I'm working with. And then I'll hit select all and it will select all of them. Now, like I said, there are many different ways that you can upload into a sale. So I'm going to show you all the different ways, but I'm going to tell you what I think is the best way. You'll figure out what works best for you, but honestly, the goal here is efficiency, getting things done correctly, and also keeping yourself out of Facebook jail, because that is a big deal. We can't sell if we're in Facebook jail. So right here, you'll have to log in with your Facebook, so it'll link to your Facebook so that it knows what groups that you're admins on. So then you'll want to refresh your Facebook details by hitting that, and then it's going to pull up all of these are all of the groups that I have admin status in. So then you want to find which group you want to load into, and then it will pull in. Find one that I actually have some albums in. None of those. There we go. Okay, so if you choose a group, then you can choose an album, whichever album you want to load into. And then this magical box right here where you put the message, that's what's going to show up in the description of your photo when you load it into Facebook. So there are 100 different things that you can put in this box. My favorite, tried and true, is this comment sold, then click the link to claim this item, and then it's got the link for the URL. So anything in these fancy, I'm sure these fancy parentheses have a name for them, but I don't know what it's called. So we're going to call it fancy parentheses. Anything inside of those is, it's like a special fancy formatting thing. So right here it says comment sold, then click the link to claim this item. It's going to change that to whatever item that is. So it'll say comment sold, then click the link to claim this Carly, to claim this Julia. And then every single item has its own URL, and it's called a claim link. So if you click the clipboard, you can Command V and paste it into right here. You can also show the formatting help, and it will show you all the different tags that you can use, and see, this is kind of what it looks like here. But once you use a message, then it shows up here in your recent messages. So like I'm in a multi and they don't allow us to use Shop the Roe claim links, which I personally think is crazy, but I sell a lot of things in that multi, so gotta live with it. So I use this comment sold with your email address to claim. Sometimes I do outfits. When I do that, I like to say, I like to put in a little note about people can swap the top or the leggings, because that's the #1 question I get asked when I'm doing outfits. So that was an accident. So there's all these, like, you make the message, whatever you want it to be, and then you put it in here. Now, you can list and post to Facebook now. What that will do is move it from your inventory here. It'll move it from inventory to listings, and it will also start uploading it into your Facebook. Let's see, Jenny Solar Battle, the hostesses. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. And then I'm going to see if I can figure out to find this group so I can show you what it'll look like once it shows up. Okay. Oh, which group did I load that to? LulaRoe, Jenny Solar Battle, the hostesses. Okay. Might be that one. I'm in too many groups, you guys. Might be that one. Might be that one. Okay. I want you to go away. Okay. That's not it. That one is it, I think. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait till we get Google Fiber. I have the slowest internet on the planet. Okay, so in theory, if I found the right group, that photo will be listed here. If I thought about it, you guys, I would have just created a separate group and done that. So I don't know which group I loaded it into. But this is what it will look like once you load it in. Comment sold, then click the link to claim this one size leggings OS prints for $25. And then this is the claim link. So once your customer comments sold, go away. If you see how my customer commented sold, and then you click the link right here, and I'm going to find one actually that wasn't sold so I can show you what it looks like. My gosh, did we sell all the leggings? Goodness. Okay, here's a pair that didn't sell. Okay. When your customer clicks on that link, this is what it'll show. Picture of the item, and then they click claim right here. And then it will populate in all of their info. Oh my gosh. These. Okay. And they can hit claim or claim and done shopping. And once they've claimed it, then this is what it looks like. And actually, one of the fantastic things that Shop the Roe just released recently is this next button where people can go ahead and claim next. That way, if the first person backs out, you still might have the item sold. Okay, so back to here. Okay, another way that you can list your items, I always like to do all, select all, is you can come down here. I should have just picked a group that I knew I could load into. Okay, put your message in right here, and then you can list and schedule for Facebook posting later. So this would be if I said, okay, I want this item to post, but I don't want to post it until 6 p.m. And then you pick the time zone, and then you just hit list and post to Facebook later. Okay, the third thing that you can do, and which I think is the very best possible way to use Shop the Roe, is you click on your inventory, select all, and then you come down here and you click list without posting to Facebook now. And when you do this, none of this section matters at all because you're not even using it. So what I typically do is I start at the top. I'll start with Adeline and I'll click all, like, because I'll carry size 6, 8, 10, and maybe size 12. So I'll click all, come down, show all, select all, scroll to the bottom, click list without posting to Facebook now, and then click the blue button. And then I will come and do the next one. And once I've done that with all of my styles, then I will come over here to listings. Now, I'm going to go in really quick and take those out because I don't want to accidentally list those. Okay, so once you have all of your inventory moved from here to the listings page, then you have these three different options. One is manual. So if you click on manual, which sometimes, even if you use Smart Post, you're going to need manual occasionally when things mess up. So manual is a lot like how we just loaded in from inventory. So you can choose a style. You can do it by size, or you can do all. And then show all, select all, or you can even just select a few by holding down Command. So click one and then hold Command, and you can select specific ones if you, oops, I hate it when I do that. If you want to select only specific dresses, you can do that. I'm going to select all. Then you can come down here and there's lots of options for things that you can do. So you can cancel your, uh-oh, what does that mean? You're going to end my meeting? Uh-oh. Give me a minute. What? Oh, okay. It's going to give me only 10 more minutes, so we're going to try to hurry through this, and then I can start another video if we have to. Okay. There are multiple options that you can do from this screen. You can cancel your listings. If you do that, it moves it from listings back into inventory. You can download QR code labels. So this is if you want to put a QR code on every single piece that you have. I've never done it because I have so many pieces in my inventory. It just kind of makes me want to cry thinking about doing that. The benefit of doing that is that if you sell a lot in person or at a pop-up, instead of searching through trying to remove that item from your inventory, you just scan the QR code and it automatically takes it out of your inventory. I have heard people who use that say that it's really amazing. I have never done it, but that's how you would do that if you wanted to. I seem to not be clicking the right buttons here. How do I get back to the chat? Nope. Okay. Okay. You can also add to a party. Most multi-consultant sales and most consultants that I know use, they don't use Shop the Roe parties for their for their sales. I typically only use Shop the Roe parties if I'm trying to get rid of some things wholesale. So I will do that. So I'll cover parties shortly, but mostly what you're going to be doing here is posting to Facebook. So you can click here, post to Facebook, and it's the same exact format that we saw over on the inventory screen. So you choose the group, you choose the album, you copy and paste your message in there, and then you list and post to Facebook now, or list and schedule for posting to Facebook later. Another really fantastic thing that you can do that I just learned recently is you can cancel queued Facebook posts. I need to close that one first. So I don't have any in the queue right now, but let's say that you listed a whole bunch of things to post into a multi, which I did this the other day. Actually, I was trying to load into a multi and I accidentally loaded into the wrong one. And I was like, panicking, thinking, I'm going to have to go through and delete all of these images from this multi. But then someone told me about this feature. So you would come over here and like if you loaded your whole inventory accidentally into the wrong place, you would click all, then show all, select all, come all the way down to the bottom, and you would hit cancel Facebook posts. And it's going to show up all the albums that you're scheduled to load into and the groups. So if you were scheduled, like say you were uploading into multiple groups at the same time, which you really shouldn't do that because that's a good way to get in Facebook jail. but you can come in here and select the group. Like let's say I loaded into the Rockstar Multi on accident. I could select the group and cancel the queued posts. And that takes everything out of your queue, which is actually can be a lifesaver. And then if you wanted to add it to a party, you have to have, oh, it looks like I have a party right now. You have to have already made your party, but you can choose right here, choose your party, and then click add to party, and it will add it to your party. Okay, so when you're on this listings page, there's a lot of really helpful info. Right here, it will show this is the party that I have this item listed in, and these are all the Facebook groups that I have it listed in. So right now, it's listed in my Shop the Roe, or in my VIP group, and also in the Tornado Relief multi that starts tomorrow that I'm doing. I want to find one where there was an error. I think I had extra large. No, maybe it was 2x. Okay, so the way that you know that the item actually got loaded properly is that you'll see this and it'll show you what folder you loaded into, and then you can click and see the photo. Now, if you look right here, this item did not get loaded into my VIP group. So when I had my sale last night, this item wasn't even there, and it's Facebook error. This little thing right here, what that tells you is you are in Facebook jail. So actually I got about half of my inventory loaded into my VIP sale, and then I got put in Facebook jail. And then, so I had to go in and I actually created a, let me see. If you're not on mute, if you could mute your screen, there's a lot of background noise. Randy, I just see your chat now. I finally figured out how to open the chat in a separate window. So I see your question. The QR is that little barcode. It's like that square barcode, and there's a unique one for every single piece. I think if you're selling a lot in person, then that could be really helpful for you and could save a lot of time. You print them out yourself. So a lot of people will print it out on cardstock, slice them up, and then add a second tag to the hang tag that's already on your clothing. Or some people will use stickers, but I don't recommend using stickers if you plan to wholesale your stuff to other consultants, because then your QR code is stuck on somebody else's item. So back to here though, the Facebook error. I got put in Facebook jail, and then half of my inventory I wasn't able to load into my VIP sale. So actually what I just did finally the other day is I created a second Facebook account, and it's called LulaRoe Jenny Solar. And then I made that account admin. And then I came in here and I refreshed. I logged out of Facebook, logged back in with my other account, and then refreshed my groups. And then I was able to load the rest of my inventory onto Facebook through my second Facebook account. Now, then I had to have Facebook open in the browser and on the app on my phone so that I could see comments from both accounts, because if you load your photos under a different Facebook account, you won't get the notifications under your main account. So keep that in mind. But it's better to do that than to not get half of your inventory loaded. Okay, so back to listings. I'm going to show you... Okay, I'm going to go really quick. I'm going to start a second meeting because Zoom is about to kick us out here. I don't understand. It's irritating, but it is what it is. Start or schedule a meeting. Uh-oh. To start a new meeting, please click end. Oh, dang it. Okay. Smart Post. Smart Post is a thing that literally has changed my life, you guys. Okay, so, and this is the way that you likely want to list your inventory every time you use it. Listings. Okay, Smart Post is going to change your life. It's going to rock your world. You're going to freaking love it. It's amazing. So once you have all your inventory listed, which just a reminder once again, I always list my inventory, come on internet, by using this list without posting to Facebook now option. So what that does, it moves everything into listings. As you can see right now, I have 1,687 listings. And a listing is just one piece of inventory. So if you have 800 pieces in your inventory and you have everything listed, your number will say 800 right here. So Smart Post is the bomb. So you click on Smart Post. This is the best way to keep yourself out of Facebook jail. It's the best way to save yourself 8,000 hours every week. It's amazing. So do you remember when I said something about creating a second Facebook profile to load in? So if you ever have to do that, you want to log out right here and then log back in. Then you log into Facebook with your second account. Then you refresh the details. Uh-oh. Come on, you can do it. I think I have to close these Facebook windows. I need to sign out first. Come on, internet. Seriously. Okay, give up. Okay. So you refresh here, and then you'll see a new list right here. So my Facebook alter ego, LulaRoe Jenny Solar, is only an admin in these 3 groups. So that's how I know that I actually made the switch properly. So then you choose your group. Here's where the magic happens. So in my VIP group, I put all the sizes of one style into one album, right? Like put all the Amelias in one album because I only have like 70 Amelias or something, right? I don't have 400 like if you're using a multi. So typically for your VIP group and any small sale you do, you're going to do load by style. Now, do you see this magic thing that's happening right here? This is Adeline, and it's automatically recognizing this destination album of Adeline. Now, this is very important. When you set up your albums in the first place, like in your Facebook group, the way that you name them, you have to name them a very specific way so that they will play nicely with Shop the Roe. So obviously this is Adeline, so it automatically pulled that in there. Duplicates, obviously there's not an album in my group called Duplicates. Gracie, I don't have Gracie. I don't have an album for that right now. And Holiday, that's Valentine leggings. But everything else, you can see it's automatically pulling in Randy, and here's the Randy folder. Now, if you have more than 750 pieces in your inventory, you'll get this little notice. Due to Facebook quota limits, your scheduled post time will automatically be bumped up by an hour starting right here. Shop the Roe tries to space out your uploads so that you don't get in Facebook jail. It doesn't always work, but in theory, most of the time it works. So you'll have all of the ones that are in green are what's going to post. So then here's that same message again. So again, I use this one, copy and paste it in there. And then you can post now, or you can schedule it. This is what is amazing. Like if you're doing, like my VIP sale is always at 6 o'clock on Mondays. So I usually go in to Shop the Roe and I schedule my load in for like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. That way by 5 o'clock, everything is loaded. My customers have a solid hour plus to window shop, and then my sale opens at 6. Plus that gives me time if anything goes wrong to try to fix it before my sale starts. So you can choose a date, choose a time, and then click post later. And then up at the top, it will say you have 742 items scheduled to post. But the magical thing, so loading into your VIP sale is not usually super time consuming, right? Like maybe you have 10 styles, 15 styles, 20 styles, whatever. It's the multis that make us want to cry trying to load in. So when you're loading into a multi, you choose You choose the multi right here. You can only choose it once you've been made admin. So that's very important. A lot of these multis, they don't make you admin until a certain time. So you can't necessarily schedule it super early if you haven't been made an admin. So you pick your group on the drop down, and then you're going to choose load by style and size. So Adeline, in this group, there's only one Adeline album. There's not one for every size. But Amelia, there's an extra small album, extra small. There's one for every size. This magic thing right here is amazing. Even the fact that it's pulling in the destination album, and then you can scroll down. Everything in green, it automatically pulled it in. Everything in red, it didn't. For whatever. Oh, so I've already posted into this group, but you can go ahead and just choose them if they don't populate in. They're not populating in because I just loaded into this sale recently, so it doesn't want me to double load. But if you hadn't already loaded, it would pull in green all the way down, and you might have to fix a couple of them. But this is also great because it says you recently posted these to this group, so it doesn't want me to double list. Same thing, you come down here, put your message in, and then you can post now or post later. Smart Post is literally the greatest thing ever. I started with Shop the Roe like the very first week of December, like about a week, maybe it was the second week of December. It was pretty soon after I onboarded. I did like one multi-consultant sale where I had to manually load everything in, and then I think I did one or two. I think I did like my online lunch party in my VIP group where I manually loaded everything in, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's got to be a better way. Shop the Roe is that better way. Now, just a note here, because I'm an admin on two multis, Rowan KC and Rowan USA. One thing that I learned pretty quickly, if you're the admin, the way that you name the folders is so important. So this is Amelia double extra small. If I named this folder extra small Amelia, Shop the Roe doesn't play nice with that, and then it's not going to pre-populate all of these in, and I'm going to have every person who loads in is going to have to go in here and find the right one. That sounds like it's not that big of a deal, but there's like 150 folders, so it can get time consuming. So it's really important if you're the admin to make sure that you're paying attention to how you're naming the folders so that Shop the Roe plays nicely with it. And if you are an admin of a multi and you're not using Albums That Work, PM me, because Albums That Work has changed my life also. And I use it in my VIP too, even though I only have like 20 folders to load. It's like click, 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 and it does it for you instead of reloading your albums yourself every week. So once you list everything, then it takes a little while, but you'll notice that your photos start loading into your Facebook group. And really, like, that's the main benefit of Shop the Roe. So let's say you have all your things listed and you're in a couple different multis, and then you have open shopping and somebody comes over and they buy a Cassie, right? How do you get that out of your inventory? Or anything that you sell or is damaged, or you swap it with someone. What you do is you come over here to your listings. If your pieces are listed. If they're not listed, you go into inventory. So come over here to your listings and you go into manual. I'm going to try to figure out how. There we go. Okay. And like, let's say we sold a medium Cassie, so we can come over here. This shows me all my medium Cassies. So you basically are just going to scroll down and try to find it. Now, sometimes obviously the pictures are small, so it's a little difficult to see to make sure you get the right one. You can hit command, hold down command and click on the photo, and it will open the photo up in a window by itself so you can see the item better. So there are many options over here. This one is to refresh sold comments, which we haven't gotten there quite yet. This option lets you go in and kind of see, like you can, I don't really know what that option does. What is it even called? Manage listing. If you need to give a customer a claim link, like that multi that I said I am in that doesn't let you use Shop the Roe links, once someone claims something by commenting sold, I will actually come into Shop the Roe, find that item, I will hit Command and click on this, and it will actually give me the claim link for that piece. So then I will copy this and I'll go to Facebook and I'll tag them in a comment on the photo, and I will say, please click the link to complete your purchase. And then I'll put this link in there so that they can still claim it in Shop the Roe, and it still saves me time. So if you had someone come to your house and buy a Cassie at Open Shopping, or it's damaged, or you swap it out, or you're looking through your racks and you realize, man, I don't know what happened to that Cassie, but it's not here anymore. I'm going to hold Command so it opens it in a new window, but you're going to use this sold outside of Shop the Roe option. So here you can come in, and if you have, if it's a customer that's a regular of yours that has purchased something with you through Shop the Roe before, you can start typing their name and it will actually pull in their information, and then you can click on it and it populates all of this info in there. Now, having all of their information in there is really great. So helpful. So let's say I sold this to my mother-in-law, then I would hit submit and it would show up under my sales. I also, I have several different options that I use. Like if I do it in a swap, then I put swap and I will zero that out and hit submit. Sometimes I pull pieces that are in my inventory to make outfits. So I have a customer called outfits. I have a customer called damaged. And then you hit submit. And once you do that, then it moves it over here to the sales. Now, one thing that I do want to make sure that you know is that right now I have my inventory listed in 2 different multis. One of them starts tonight at 7 p.m. and the other one starts tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So if I sold this Cassie today, not only would I have to remove it from Shop the Roe, but I would have to go into Facebook and go into that group. I'm going to try to find it here really quick. Go into photos, albums, and then I typically come in here. I will always hold Command to open it in a new window. And then I would come over here and I would just delete this image so that it doesn't show up anymore because I don't want to accidentally sell it. Now, from what I understand, there is an option to remove the listing, to remove it. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cancel that. So for now, that's how I do that. I go into the sale and I delete the item from the sale so that somebody doesn't try to buy it when it's already been sold. Okay. Now, so that's what you're going to use this listings page for. Now, parties. Again, I mainly use parties to get rid of items that I are just trying to de-stash. So you can create a party, you name it anything that you want, and then you have to upload a cover photo. So it can just be anything. I see lots of people using LulaRoe memes, or I'll just use a graphic that I've created for my group. If you want the party to only be open during certain times, you uncheck this and you can have a start and an end time. And then hit save, and once you do that, then your parties will show up right here. To give someone the link to the party, you just hit that clipboard and then you paste the link. So there's several different things that you can do here. You can view the party. So like this is what it looks like to other consultants. And I'm sure that you've probably shopped in one of these before. But this is kind of what it looks like. People can click on style and size and claim things. You can also manage approvals. I've never done that, so I don't know what that means. I guess if you are, like if you want to only invite certain people and not have it open to anyone. There's also manage items. So you can add items to your party from your listings tab, but you can also add them right here. Now, the thing about doing it from this screen is that you're adding all size 6 add-a-lines. You're not specifically picking and choosing which ones. You're adding all of them. But by clicking these, then you can add items. You can also remove items. Like I have put these in here. If I decide, okay, I want to take these out of my party, then you remove them. And now they're no longer listed in this party. And then you can also delete the party once it's done. Now, deleting the party doesn't delete any of the claims or anything. It just makes the party itself go away. So the last screen that you're going to use is the sales screen. This is where all of your items that have been claimed will show up. This is the best screen. So, everything in here is a pending sale, meaning you either have an invoice that hasn't been paid or it hasn't been shipped or all of the above. So right now, I have this woman, Genia Boyle, who claimed this large Cassie. This is her email and address, and she's chosen local pickup. The thing that is so fantastic about using Shop the Roe is I use stamps.com to ship all of my packages. And oh no. I used to have to open up Bless, copy and paste their address, and with the new Bless, unfortunately, the way they have it set up, it's fantastic for exporting to a CSV, but not fantastic for copy and paste to stamps.com because you have to go in and copy like their name, then the first line of their address, then their city, then their state, then their zip code, then their email, which gets really old really fast. So the fantastic thing about Shop the Roe is I can click right here, copy her name, paste. Come back here, copy her address. Now she's picking up, so I wouldn't actually ship to her, but I'm just trying to show you. Copy and paste, copy the email, go away, come over here, hit email tracking, copy and paste, and now I'm ready to throw her things in a bag or a box. I'll stick her Cassie in a bag, and I'm ready to ship it. And it's literally that simple. So, use these 3 boxes. Once you've invoiced using Bless, then you check this so that you know you've invoiced them. Once she's paid, then I would check this box. And then once I have shipped it, I would check the 3rd box. Once all 3 boxes have been checked, then it moves over here to recently completed sales. So, which you can see these are all items that I swapped this morning out of my inventory with other consultants that I had here this morning. And then these are items that I sold. Another great thing about Shop the Roe is that it allows your customers to give you notes that are private between you and your customer. So this customer, Heather Bull, she's exchanging these for a pair of leggings that she had bought from me that got holes in them right away. And instead of having to post that on Facebook, she was able to put a little note in here. So I know that I'm swapping these for her, but it's not necessarily everybody's business. And then, so it gives people the option to write you a note so that you know what else is going on. And then another great thing, so these are your recently completed sales. You can go back and view all of your completed sales, but I'm not going to lie to you, every time I click that button, because I have so many completed sales in Shop the Roe, it just locks up. But that might be my internet. My internet's terrible. So I'll try again once I get Google Fiber, and I will let you know if it's any better. The great thing about this option here, okay, so Genia Boyle claimed this Cassie. So let's pretend that I noticed that she had made an error in her email and she had written GMIAL, which I type all the time. You can click right here and you can edit pricing, which, to be honest, I don't use Shop the Roe to track my sales because I just don't. I do too many things that I just pull stuff out for wholesale or for swap or for outfits, and I don't take the time to change the price to 0 every time. But you can edit the customer info. And so I could actually come in here and fix her email address if she had messed it up, or fix anything else. And I can write notes in here for myself or my employees too. Like my mother-in-law comes over and ships for me every single morning. So a lot of times I will come in here and put notes in this little box for her so that she knows when she's shipping. Like somebody claimed an outfit and they picked out a different top. I'll put a note in here like leggings only, plus the other top, don't send this shirt, or whatever kind of notes I need to put in here to make her job easier. I can put in right there. Internet is going slowly. Okay. You can also cancel the sale, which let me see if I can find one where there's another person in line. Okay, see this Amelia right here. It was claimed from the Spring D Stash party. And then there are 4 other people in line for this specific one. So, and this is Kara's. Okay, so if I cancel this, if I hit cancel sale, it's going to show me you're about to reassign this. Kara will be removed and Jenna Mickey will be assigned. So if I wanted to pass it to the next person, I would hit confirm. If I wanted to cancel it from everyone, I would click right here. Like let's say I decided, oh, I didn't want to wholesale that. I actually had a customer that was interested in it, or I can't find it, or whatever. I would click right here and it would bypass all the people in line. And come back to here and like see it says this item is now back on sale. I don't actually want to cancel that from hers, so I will come back in here and put it back for her so it doesn't get canceled. But those are different ways that you can interact with items on your sales screen. I'm trying to make sure if that is everything that, oh, canceling listings. That's important. Okay. Come in here to your listings. So, typically the way that I do it, because I am in a multi pretty much every single day during the week. Actually like 6 days a week I'm in a multi, and the one I'm in on Saturday runs through Sunday. So I typically move all of my inventory from inventory to listings on Sunday afternoons, I cancel everything on Sundays, and then on Monday mornings I move it all back here. So I only cancel my listings once a week because all of the multis that I'm in, we delete all of the albums at the end of the sale as opposed to pulling down the Shop the Roe listings. If you look at, like, what would I have listed in a few different places? So if you look at my Amelias right now, this Amelia is listed in my VIP, it's listed in this Mega Multi, and it's listed in the Tornado Relief. By the end of the week, it will also say Rowan KC, Rockstar Multi, Rowan USA, the Rockstar Multi again, another Rowan KC, and another the Lula Sisters Mega Multi again. So there will be like 8 different links. Now, it won't actually be listed in most of those places because the albums get deleted after the sale. But in order to cancel your listings, typically what I do is I click on all and it'll load all of your inventory. Then you show all, select all, and you come down here and you go cancel selected listings and then hit yes, cancel selected, and that will take it out of your listings, put it back in inventory, and it will go through Facebook and delete all of the photos. It'll delete all the photos off of Facebook for you. Now, the items that have been sold that moved over here to sales, those photos will still show up on Facebook wherever the albums haven't been deleted. So you need to either manually delete those photos or make sure you're deleting the albums completely. For me, I found that just deleting the albums completely is so much easier. So much easier, but you do whatever works for you. But that's how you cancel your listings. Again, once you cancel your listings, they move back over here to inventory. Now, Shop the Roe has also added this new feature called Facebook Cleanup. So, which I don't think I'm going to have anything to clean up right now, but basically it helps you get rid of all of those links under your listings where they don't exist anymore. So you choose the group, and then it's going to tell you, like, these albums have been deleted, but, and actually, am I loaded into Roe and Casey right now? I'm not. So here's a perfect example. So all these albums got deleted from Roe and Casey, but they're all these items are still somehow linked. So I can unlink all. I think that's going to do something. Oh yeah, see, they're spinning. And basically all this is doing is just cleaning up your Facebook so that Facebook doesn't think, oh my gosh, you have 8,000 photos on Facebook. Actually, I probably have 40,000 photos on Facebook. And so it just cleans up your listings for you to help keep you out of Facebook jail. And if you look up here, like, there's a lot of information that you can read on how that feature works. Like I said, it's a brand new feature, and I've only used it here and there a couple times, but it does help clean up those links. You can use Shop the Roe to track your business expenses by just adding them right here. I don't use this feature, but if this is what's simple and easy and manageable for you, then you're already paying for it, so I recommend using it. I haven't used it, so I'm not sure how it works. It looks pretty simple, so I would say just play around with it, but you definitely need to be tracking your expenses in some kind of a program. So if this is going to be the one, then just use it consistently. Internet is slow. You can also check your finances, and it will show you profit and loss statements. Again, I run wholesale orders through here all the time, and damaged items and swaps and outfits and things like that without zeroing them out because I'm in a hurry. So I have not had $69,000 in sales this year, as much as I would love to love that were true. It's these numbers here are not accurate for me. So I just don't pay any attention to those. If you want these numbers to be accurate for yourself, you just need to make sure if you're damaging if you're taking something out of inventory without selling it at retail, that you're adjusting that price down to zero. I kind of wish I had taken the time to do that so that this would be accurate, but too late now. So one other thing that you need to check on is system status. So this is going to show you when you have those items scheduled to post to Facebook or scheduled to delete and things like that. This is where you're going to see what is going on with my listings. And I'll tell you, this week Shop the Roe has not been working fantastically for me. I don't know if it's Facebook. I don't know if it's Shop the Roe. But, you know, these things, they don't always work perfectly. Technology is hit or miss sometimes, so we have to just roll with it. But if you have items that are in the queue to post to Facebook, it'll show right here your items currently posting to Facebook, and it'll say like 800 or whatever the number is. And then also your Facebook photos due for deletion. And so you can kind of check on this to see where your stuff is. A lot of times if you're about to be in Facebook jail, this number just gets stuck at a really high number and never goes anywhere. This is kind of just showing across all the consultants who use Shop the Roe this is how many are currently posting to Facebook. This is how many are currently being deleted, and this is how many items are due for posting to Facebook. So I like to check on this. It also kind of shows you like time of day, what time of day are the best to load into, so that you don't have to wait as long. And there's a lot of really good information in here in the FAQ that I recommend you read. Because it just gives you a little more information. Like Smart Post, like Shop the Roe has a limit of 750 items per hour. So if you're using Smart Post, it's going to automatically take care of that for you. But if you're going in and manually doing your listings, you can easily not pay attention and get more than 750 into an hour, and then that's when you get in Facebook jail. So just watch that and you'll be fine. Let me check and make sure there's nothing else that I missed. If you claim something from someone else in Shop the Roe, it'll show up here on this home screen under your claimed items. These are all things that I've bought wholesale from other consultants. So that's nice. It helps you keep track of what you've bought a little bit easier. And then they do have videos to help you figure out kind of and explain just what I went through on this video. I haven't watched any of the videos. I just kind of figured it out for myself. But they also have a blog where they update things, and there is a Facebook group. It's called Shop the Roe Users, so I recommend getting into that Facebook group too. But really, that's about it. Shop the Roe is pretty simple, super helpful, like ridiculously helpful. Like, you're gonna kick yourself and wonder why you didn't sign up for this sooner. I know I did, and I only loaded into a multi one time manually. That is all it took. It took me like an hour and a half, and that was when I barely had any inventory, and I was like, what am I doing? And by the next multi that I did, I had Shop the Roe, and I love it. Feel free to PM me or comment on this video link if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer your questions and help to the best of my abilities. I hope you guys found this helpful, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.